Well, good morning all. This is the last day at this campsite. I've actually been here the full 2 weeks allowable. I was going to leave a little earlier, but I decided not to, and it's kind of what I've been putting up with. So nice. Very nice BLM land here. Also extra benefit. They actually have pit toilets, so very nice and beneficial, but I do have to move on today. I've extended my entire stay, and frankly, it's getting cold. This actually was frost on my windows. Actually, still a little bit of frost on the windows right now. It's getting into the 20s out here now. I'm gonna head a little bit more south. First, I'm gonna go over to Cortez area, but it's actually pretty cold there too. There's just a few national parks and monuments in that area. I'm not going to stay there too long. I'm going to shoot across the mountain range, and it's quite a bit warmer once you get that way. So that's kind of where we're going now. But yeah, this is an amazing campsite. This is Klondike Bluffs. There's some fee and some free BLM out here as well. Very cool place though. But we do have to pack up. It's kind of weird. This has kind of been home for 2 weeks, and it's interesting. So we'll see what future adventures we have. Time to make the last coffee of the day, and then as I get ready to leave out the campsite here, I'm going to clean up. I actually really haven't cleaned a whole lot, so it's pretty dirty in here. Tracked in a lot of sand, a lot of dirt, and things like that, and made a little pile there because I had this guy off to warm up the battery compartment there a little bit. But we're going to do a little bit of cleaning. Nice and fast and easy. I'm going to take down all the stuff, get ready to drive, and hello kitty. And then we're going to head on out of town. Having left Moab, we did camp a little bit outside of Canyonlands, and we covered that in the last video. But once leaving Canyonlands early in the morning, I decided that I was going to hit another national monument that was a little out of the way, but just close enough to hit it. And that is Natural Bridges. Absolutely stunning scenery. It's about an hour or two drive out of the way of where I was going. And then it's something that you can do the drive loop in about an hour, hour and a half. If you're have a longer day and more ambitious, you can actually do a hiking trail down into the canyon, around and underneath many of the arches that are there. Bridges, technically they are. They are defined distinctly, of course. A bridge has a stream underneath it, whereas an arch is just an erosion without a stream underneath it. So that's what differentiates the two structures. We've seen Arches National Park and Bridges National Monument. The ancient Pueblo ruins. We are on a really high zoom. Oh, let me go actually a little higher. There's actually some people down there visiting one of the sites. You can see there's somebody there. He has no idea he's being stalked from below. Zoom back out. Finally, there it is. There's the other structure. And then they used to go on top of that mesa there to do farming. Probably live down here in the winter. And there's trails to get down there, but I'm not doing those ones today. Having left Natural Bridges, I then want to go through Hoevenweep on the way to Cortez. Hoevenweep is a fascinating place. This is near the end phase of the Pueblo Indians, as they were moving from little pit houses thousands of years ago into cliff dwellings and mesa top villages. And Hoevenweep is one such village that remains, where there are a variety of different building structures all right next to each other inside of a single canyon. Hoevenweep is absolutely worth taking the trip to. Don't follow your GPS, it takes you to weird places. Follow the signs to get there instead. Just make sure you avoid the potholes, which these roads were probably the worst roads I've ever driven on. But anyway, enjoy the time at Hoevenweep. It takes about an hour to 2 hours to walk through the entire trail, see everything, read all about the structure. There are a lot longer trails if you'd like to get more out and see a little bit more remote things as well, but the basic village is a pretty short trip.
And then from there, you're only about an hour or so from Cortez through the Canyon of the Ancients.
So we're at Hoevenweep now, and this is a national monument. There's about an hour or so walk around the canyon here where the Pueblo Indians had placed a lot of structures. So here behind me is the castle, pardon for the sun there, but this is called Hoevenweep Castle, largest structure out here. And there we are, we can kind of see what that looks like. I'll get some better photos and drop them in right here so you can see a little bit better what the structure here looks like. But this is a really cool monument I didn't know existed until I saw it on the map. So I said, well, it's pretty close to where I'm going. Let's go check it out.
From Hoevenweep, the only way to get to Cortez is to go through the Canyon of the Ancients, unless you want to go all around. Now, Canyon of the Ancients, I didn't do a lot here. This is one of the most dispersed national monuments. In fact, it is so dispersed the visitor center is about 30 miles away. There's just a lot of structures. A lot of it is even undocumented, unexcavated. And so there's places where you can go where you will be standing on side the ruins and you may not even know it. But there is one such spot that has been excavated, and the people at the visitor center told me about it. So I decided to go up there and have a trip up there to see what exactly is going on up here. So this is one of many things you will find inside the Canyon of the Ancients, and I left it mostly unexplored. So maybe you can go to the Canyon of the Ancients and leave me some comments below about what you find and where you might find it.
So here we're at the Canyon of the Ancients National Monument, one of the many sites in this weird national monument. And hey, this is one of the few places you can actually go inside of the buildings. You just can't go on the walls. Stay off the walls. Apparently you can go inside the buildings. So let's crawl down here. Oh, I'm crawling. This is a multi-dwelling structure. If I were better at hurdles, I might try and hurdle over this guy, but I can't. So I believe we can go inside. They have a little place there. Let's go ahead and shimmy back under the wall. These were really short people, apparently. Here's another one. See the wooden structures holding them up too. Very nice. Now I did have to go into drive some pretty bad roads to get here. But it is pretty cool. Oh, we're outside of Cortez, Colorado. Got in here late last night, and we're actually at BLM grounds, free dispersed camping up to 2 weeks, of course, right across the street from Mesa Verde. And kind of came in and found a spot. It was actually crowded out here, but today we need to fix a windshield wiper. And so, waha, I bought my replacement. I sprung for the $6 one. Absolutely. But I've never noticed the difference between the $6 blades and the $15, $20 blades, and so why not, right? I did pre-pull it off a little bit. Makes the video look more impressive. Okay. I hate changing wiper blades. They suck. Beautiful. Look at that bad boy. Yeah. Other than that, things are pretty good, so there's not much else we need to do. Fuel levels, I topped off the gas, and diesel is still actually looking good. It was supposed to get down into the teens, and I don't think it ever did. I only used a little bit of diesel fuel last night, running the heater all night, and that kind of means it probably did not actually get as cold as the weather said it was going to. So today we're going to head on down to Mesa Verde and possibly do a little bit of Canyon of the Ancients, but I haven't decided if I'm doing that yet. But anyway, my coffee's all made up, breakfast is all made up, burnt my paper garbage, and we're pretty much ready to hit the road.